Hi, this is part 16 of Ian's Truth Be Told True Crimes. And this is about my late mum, Patricia Ann Parish, and how she went into hospital in 2018 and died in 4 days. In 2020, I found a document at my father's house whilst I was looking after the place whilst he was away on holiday in Crete with his new with at the time his girlfriend, but it's his new wife now. And I found this document. This document is the coroner's witness statement, and it's written by my father and signed by my father. And it's written by my father and signed by him to Lindsey Ainsworth's instructions. Now, Lindsey Ainsworth is the head coroner's assistant, and when I found this document at my father's house, I also found a letter addressed to my father. This is, you can see it's signed by the X's and dated on the 1st of June 2018. And it's instructed by Lindsey Ainsworth, who is the coroner's assistant, as I say. And this is the letter that I found. Just kind of go slowly across it. Sorry about the little shake there. Anyway. So she instructed my father to fill it in, to amend it. And my mum died on the 23rd of May 2018, according to Lindsey Ainsworth. And she wrote a letter to the GP practice, to my mum's doctor, Dr Hadfield, which she sent on the 28th of May 2018. You can see their coroners to Sid Valley practice, Beacon Medical Centre. And then it says underneath there, Lindsey Ainsworth, Devon and Cornwall Constabulary, face smile letter to Dr Hadfield, sent on the 28th. It arrived on the 4th of June 2018, and then it states that mum died on the 23rd of May 2018. Now, I saw my mum dead on the 24th of May 2018, and I was sat in a room with her, saying my goodbyes to my dead mum on the 24th, and as I left the room, as I was coming out, I stopped and spoke to my friend Jo, who was the site manager, and she later that day kindly sent me a message to say how sorry she was to see me so upset earlier in the hospital, and that if I wanted to go and see her, I could go and see her tomorrow. But my mum was dead, and I didn't need to go back to the hospital. In fact, I didn't want to go to the hospital at all after finding my mum dead on the 24th. Now, the coroner's assistant, Lindsey Ainsworth, as you can see here, she wrote the letter to mum's doctor, Dr Hadfield, and she sent it on the 28th, but it states that mum died on the 24th of May 2018. Lindsey Ainsworth, as I say, she sent the letter to my father about amending the coroner's witness statement, which is that one there, and he has signed it. She sent that letter on the 31st of May 2018 for my father to amend the coroner's witness statement, which he signed and dated the 1st of June 2018. Now, this is Lindsey Ainsworth, the coroner's assistant. Now, I've just gone on to Facebook. I've Googled different things and different people, and I've come up with different people. So this is Lindsey Ainsworth, and I found this on Facebook, and she works for Devon and Cornwall Constabulary because in it she's got a couple of things that are liked, and you can follow the likes and you can learn an awful lot if you do your own investigations. So this is Lindsey Ainsworth. She wrote the face smile letter to the GP surgery, to Dr Hadfield, which she sent on the 28th of May 2018, stating that my mother died on the 23rd of May 2018. And then she sent that letter to say amending the coroner's witness statement, which she sent on the 31st of May 2018. And my father filled it into her instructions, amending it, taking out the bits he wanted to take out and putting in the bits that he wanted to put in, and signing it on the 1st of June 2018. Now, again, as I say, I've been online and I've found these different things, and this is Mr. Phillip Spinney, the head coroner of the Devon area, Exeter and Greater Devon, and it says a few little bits about him. And then I found another page as well, so I've just printed that off as well. So it was the coroner for Exeter and Greater Devon area. Mr. Spinney, Majesty's Coroner, Greater Devon, District North West and East Devon. Phillip Spinney is a coroner. Investigates all unexpected, accidental or suspicious deaths, or both. He is assisted in this by officers from Devon and Cornwall Constabulary Police, as well as local pathologists. Now, my mother's death was not investigated. Now, he's supposed to. It says there when you Google it. Anyone can do this, all right? You can, when you want to Google things or when you want to look things up on Facebook, you can do it yourselves and you can look up all these things. And this is what comes up when you do Google it. Now, he was supposed to investigate my mother's death because it was extremely suspicious. And the evidence that I provided in this now 16-part thing of my mum's about what happened to her, he should have really investigated, but he didn't. Now, I've written to him quite a few times, and he's just said that he hasn't got anything to go on. There's no suspicious circumstances. There's not enough evidence. He won't reopen the investigation, and he's told me this a few times. Most recently, I wrote him a letter, and his litigation team wrote back to me to tell me that he's done nothing wrong, and there's nothing I can do because I'm out of time. Apparently, you only have 3 years to get someone to do something. Even if you've got tons and tons of evidence, you've only got 3 years to do it. And if you're out of time, you're out of time. There's nothing you can do. Now, there might not be anything that I can do, Mr. Spinney, about this. But what I can do is I can make a 16-part series about all of the mistakes, anomalies, different things within the hospital records, the GP records, and the fact that your relative had an anniversary party on a day, 24th of June 2021, when the GP records were written and typed by Susan Hailstone of the GP practice on the 24th of June 2020. So on the 24th of June 2020, a car, AP5 for NHS, apps for NHS, turned up outside the back of the shop. Now, I live above the shop, and 3 ladies got out of the car and had an anniversary party with my sister-in-law. Now, those are the 3 ladies. Now, I could hear them out of the window because I live above the shop, and I could hear them out the window. And that lady that my sister-in-law is hugging, Sally, is Susan House. Claire Spinney, your relative. Let me just show you. Hang on a minute. Now, that's my sister-in-law there, and that lady there in the white top hugging Claire Spinney is my sister-in-law hugging your relative Claire. Now, again, when you go, I'll do a little close-up look. So she's hugging her in a very nice, tender way. So she must know her extremely well to be able to hug her like that. She didn't hug anyone else, but she did hug Claire. And I could hear her saying, I could hear them both saying, that we'll see each other. This is when they were leaving. We will see each other at the weekend on our yachts. Clear as day, they were saying that. Now, my sister-in-law, Sally Parish, and my brother, Michael Parish, they have a yacht which they moor at Brixham Harbour, as I presumed as Claire, or yourself perhaps, Mr. Spinney. Now, they turned up a year to the day with 2 other ladies. Bear with me a minute. So, there's your relative Claire again. And there's Julie Dent. And Julie Dent was the head chair of the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital. And she appears in a lot of this as well. And the other lady is that lady there. Now that's Susan Hailstone. And Susan Hailstone, she wrote the GP records. There we go. She typed them on the 24th of June 2020. She had the anniversary party with my brother and sister-in-law on the 24th of June 2021 in the car Apps for NHS, AP5 for NHS. Oh, there we go, hang on a minute. Let me just show you. Go back a bit. So there's Sally hugging, or Claire hugging Sally. And then, now I went on Facebook and I found this. And it's a picture of Claire Spinney and Julie Spinney. And there's 2 likes at the bottom of that page, you can see that. And when you tap on the likes, the 2 people that liked it are the 2 people that are in the picture, Julie Spinney and Claire Spinney. So I went on to your page to see who they were. And I looked at your friends list, and this is your friends list, Mr. Spinney. And so you've got Phillip Spinney and Claire Spinney, or this is Claire Spinney's friends. There's Claire, and you're all on the same list. So it suggests that that's who those people are. That wouldn't just suggest, it is who those people are, because it says it in the picture. Now, as I say, I've gone through and I've photographed people off different things, and my sister-in-law there, she's the one that's hugging Claire. She didn't hug Susan Hailstone, and she did not hug Julie Dent either, but they are also in those pictures. That's the other 2. I got a picture of Susan Hailstone, again off of Facebook. And they had the anniversary party a year to the day from when Susan Hailstone typed those records. There's a clearer shot of Julie Dent and Claire Spinney. And it's a nice clear shot of them in their Apps for NHS car. Now, I do have a record from Sally, my sister-in-law, that she sent into a court of law about this registration plate, Apps for NHS, AP5 for NHS. There's Julie Dent as well, again off Facebook. Julie Dent. This lady is Sally Parish, my sister-in-law. She wrote to a court of law, and you can read this. I'll zoom in, I'll just put it closer to the camera. That her friends came to visit on the 24th of June 2021, parked their car in the yard outside the shop, and I published the pictures on Facebook, which I did because I didn't know who the people were at the time, and I was questioning that the number plate ends NHS, that this visit to me was all part of the conspiracy about the date his mum died, not the date that her mother-in-law or her husband's mother died. And the initials NHS are actually Julie Dent's initials, as she's got a private number plate, which, to be quite honest, just sounds like a made-up load of nonsense, because it is. It's an Apps for NHS car, and Julie Dent was the head chair of the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital, as you probably know, Mr. Spinney. Now, those 3 ladies came to see my sister-in-law there, Sally, and my brother, Michael Parish, on the 24th of June 2021, when the records were typed by Susan Hailstone on the 24th of June 2020 in the GP records, and they're in there. And Susan Hailstone, who happens to be one of the 3 ladies. Now, the other person that's involved in this is my father, Mr. Alan Parish, and he's involved in the death of my late mum, Patricia Ann Parish. Now, when I found that document, bear with me, when I found the document in 2020, this one, Michael told me that he had only written the records. He'd done nothing else wrong. He'd only written the records. He said it was Dad, my dad being Alan Parish. And when I got the records through, I ordered them from the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital in Exeter. and they wouldn't actually release them directly to me, so I had to get them through a solicitor, Every Solicitors of Exeter. And when they came through, I immediately recognised the handwriting to be my brother Michael, my sister-in-law Sally, and my father Alan Parish's handwriting within the hospital records. The hospital records that were retyped to validate the 2018 hospital records, when they first came through, they came through in June of 2020. And those were the hospital records from 2018 that were written by my brother, sister-in-law and father. There's 222 pages, and because my mum died in 3 to 4 days, there is no way that the hospital records could have been typed or written in 3 to 4 days, because there's 222 pages and a lot of them have an awful lot of mistakes on them, i.e. there's only one medication chart, there's 6 x-rays on 2 different days, on the days that my mum wasn't in hospital, that have got mum's date of birth correct but her age wrong. She wasn't 83, she was 85 when she died in 2018. A lot of the records are on really old paperwork. Should we have a look? For instance, let's just have a look a minute. Now, I believe that my mum's hospital records have been made up from her old hospital records going back to 2007 when she fell and fractured her right wrist. And the 2007 records have been used to make up the 2018 records by my family, written by my family. There's a document there from 2007. My mum was 73. Her postcode's correct for the time. And it's on paperwork down the bottom here from 2006. But then within the records, there's 6 x-rays, so there's only 3 here. I'm just going to show you. You can see there, they've got my mum's date of birth correct, but her age 83 incorrect for 2018. See there, 15th of May 2018. There's another one. There's another one. There's actually 6, but in her 2007 records, there's 6 x-rays. Oh no, hang on a minute. In her 2016 records, there's 6 x-rays on 2 different days when mum had a CT scan and when she was tested for dementia. And they've also got that she was 83. See that? There you go. Female 83. 21st of June 2016, and they say that she was 83 because she was in 2016, but in 2018 she was 85. Now I believe that those 6 CT scans have been used to make up the 6 x-rays on 2 different days, on the 14th and 15th of May 2018. Now, not only is there 6 x-rays on 2 different days that have got mum's date of birth correct but her age wrong, there are a whole load, there's probably 23 altered dates within the hospital records on the days that mum wasn't there as well, so 14th and 15th of May 2018. Now, to me that looks like it's been scrawled into something else, into a different number. And all the paperwork is on very, very old paperwork, you see, 2011 to 2014. Now, I've spoken to an awful lot of friends who, unfortunately, have been very poorly and they've had to go to hospital a lot. And when they receive their hospital records, I've said to them, you know, do they look like the ones on my mum's records? And they said, no, there's no altered dates in them. And all the paperwork's in date, as in, if they went into hospital now, it would be within 3 to 5 years, depending on the severity of the department. But all of the records that are on the dates that my mum wasn't in hospital are on very old date paperwork, 2011 to 2014, and other records as well. Now, my father went into hospital in 2014 when he fell and bumped his hip, and he had cellulitis on his leg. and he was in hospital for 3 or 4 days. And it's just strange that these records are from 2011 to 2014, 3 to 4 years, 3 to 5 years. Now, there are also an awful lot of altered dates, that one being one of them. This one says there 1405 has been written over the top of 22. It's clearly been written over the top. It's not a, it's a clear altered date. There's another one there, 25th. The 5 has been written over the top. Another one there, that's got lots of dates on, but if you look at that 5 in the middle, can you see that? That 5's been made out of a 1. There's just loads of altered dates on that one record. There's another one where Mum's name's been scrawled out and then parish has been written in. Another one there, 19 has been written over the top of something. Like I say, these are just a few of the very many altered dates. Another one there, 15th of the 5th. The 5 has been written over the top. Now, I wrote to the hospital. It's back to 25 again. Now, I wrote to the hospital and I wrote them some complaint letters starting in October of 2020. And I got reply letters from the hospital. And in this one, it's got there like, in regards to your concerns that dates have been altered in your mother's medical records, we have not been able to find any dates that have been changed. Now, this is from Melanie Walker, who did a full investigation, apparently. Now, again, I've just typed in Melanie Walker, and it came up with a picture of Melanie Walker. That's her there. And Julie Dent, when she's got a different colour hair. It says there, Melanie Walker, Chief Executive, and Julie Dent, Head Chair. There we go. And it says on that from 2019. Now, Melanie Walker, she did this full investigation, but she couldn't find any of those altered dates. I only showed you a few. There's at least 23. At least 23. And I also wrote them another letter, and they sent me a letter back. And it says, I'll let you read it. That they had to write to the mortuary because they couldn't decipher the date on the mortuary witness statement. I'll come to that in a second. But they're saying that as hard as it is for me to accept, my mum died on the 28th. But she didn't. She did die on the 24th. Now, they're on about the mortuary witness statement. The mortuary witness statement's that one, signed by Dr. Lathal Maktar. The whole document looks like it's written by one person. That person would be Lindsey Ainsworth. Look at the R's. And it's got the 24th on there, the day that I saw and said goodbye to my dead mum. There's the face smile letter that you've already seen, that Lindsey Ainsworth sent to the GP practice saying that mum had died on the 23rd. Mortuary witness statement also signed by Lindsey Ainsworth, 24th. There's also a TEP escalation form. Now, TEP escalation form is a treatment escalation form, and that on it has got the 24th. Dr. Lathal Maktar, he's signed that on the 24th. His name is also on this mortuary witness statement. There's another TEP escalation form that's been crossed out, and I believe it's been filled in afterwards as well. This one's got the 24th on down the bottom there, but it's been filled in 15th of the 5th. Now, I believe that that's been filled in afterwards, as I say. The 24th is the day that my mum died. It's the day that I saw and said goodbye to my dead mum. It's the day that my friend Joe, the site manager, wrote to me saying how sorry she was to see me so upset in the hospital. And the coroner's assistant, Lindsey Ainsworth, I've blown this one up for you. She wrote to the doctor's surgery on the 28th of May 2018 to say that mum had died on the 23rd of May 2018. And Lindsey Ainsworth, of course, she filled in, she put all these things in, and she also wrote to my father about amending the coroner's witness statement. I've never heard of anyone having to amend a coroner's witness statement. There's also that, and on it says on the 24th of May, hang on a minute, on the 24th of May 2018, the patient's summary was sent to Wanford House Hospital, which was the day that my mum died, and her summary was sent to Wanford House Hospital. If she'd have died on the 28th, it would have been sent on the 28th, but it wasn't. It was sent on the 24th, because that was the day that my mum died. Now, the head coroner, he's put all this stuff through incorrectly, and I've been on about it for a long time. In 2020, when I first found out, I did a video which is on my other channel, Ian's Field of Greens 2021, in which I state that I was there on the day that my mum died, the 24th of May, and I sat with my dead mum, and she looked all angry and cross because her hands were all clawed, and she looked really pissed off, and she was dead, and I sat with her for, half an hour, 40 minutes, bawling my eyes out. And when I came out, I spoke to Joe, the site manager, and I said this back then. I said to you, Mr. Phillip Spinney, that you got the date that my mum died wrong. And you did. You got the date that my mum died wrong. But I find it extremely suspicious that Susan Hailstone, who typed the GP records, should have an anniversary party on the 24th of June 2021, along with Julie Dent, the head chair of the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital, and Claire Spinney, your relative, all on the same day, the day that the day that the GP records were last typed by Susan Hailstone. This is what this is about, the fact that there's all these people that are involved in my mum's death. My brother and sister-in-law and my father, my brother and sister-in-law, the other day told me, you tried going through the hospital, you tried going through the coroner's office, you tried going through the GP practice, you tried going through the police, and none of them will look at it because there isn't a case. Well, the case is within these episodes, and I've put in again, and I'm just going through it all again because I have to keep going over the same thing. All I want is closure for my mum's death. You put the date that my mum died through wrong. Devon and Cornwall Constabulary won't look at it, and nor the police, Dorset Police, or any of the police, because they work with you, as it states on that first page, way back here. Devon and Cornwall officers. He is assisted by Devon and Cornwall Police, as well as local pathologists. You didn't do your job. You only had one job, and you didn't do it. You're supposed to investigate serious abnormalities and mistakes within hospital records. You did not do that. Your relative had an anniversary party with my brother and sister-in-law on the 24th of June 2021, and the records were typed on the 24th of June 2020 by one of the ladies in the pictures, Susan Hailstone, of the GP practice. There's so much wrong with the hospital records. There's only one medical chart. It's on the same date that mum arrived to the hospital, the 21st of May 2018. It's got very mild drugs. Mum said to me, her last words to me in the hospital were, "Cool, I hope I don't turn out like this lot in here." And she did. She died in the hospital of God knows what, but she didn't have an operation on the 14th or the 15th of May 2018 because she wasn't there. All the records are written to make it look like she was there, but she wasn't. There's only the one medication chart in the whole of the records in 222 pages, but within the records there's this one on the 23rd of May 2018. I'm shaking a bit because I'm a bit cross, to say the least. And it states on there that dalteparin was given, which is a blood thinner, which is given to people after they've had major operations. And it says to the doctor, you should reduce the dose. That bit there, it's saying to Mr. Al-Maktar. Now, I've got a letter from the hospital saying that Dr. Al-Maktar was a junior doctor in 2018. He still works there, but he was a junior doctor at the time. Now, my dad, he gave him directions for that dalteparin, which was given to my mum on the 23rd. And your assistant, Mr. Phillip Spinney, your assistant, Lindsey Ainsworth, states that mum died on the 23rd. So was it the dalteparin that killed her? It makes me so angry that nothing has ever been done because you've refused to look into it, and there's so much wrong with all these records. There's one of these trauma discharge summary, and it's typed there, you see, 21st of May 2018, the date that Mum was admitted to the hospital. The date that she was admitted. The records start on that. They are typed on that date, but they're not typed before that. Just shocking. In your reports to the coroner, Mr. Phillip Spinney, there's a thing from Dr Hadfield I, and it's saying that Mum was admitted to the hospital on the 14th, had an operation on the 15th. All of this is just a bunch of nonsense, because Mum wasn't, and she didn't. And Mum died on the 23rd. It says it. Your assistant says it. Lindsey Ainsworth. I've shown a picture of her. I've shown a picture of you. Shown a picture of your relative. It says that she died on the 28th, and she didn't. She died on the 23rd. Your assistant said so. You went against your own assistant. These are all to do with your coroner's inquest. The witness list. The witness list. My father's on there. He wasn't there on the day that my mum died. I didn't see him there. Dr Hadfield I, he was, because he identified Mum on the coroner's, on the mortuary witness statement, along with Lindsey Ainsworth, your assistant, who identified her on the 23rd as well. Mr Nicholas Talbot, the consultant, he wasn't there. He wasn't there on the 14th or the 15th, and nor was my mum. And Dr Hadfield, she wasn't there either. In fact, she was away on leave because the letter from her states that she was away on leave. You got all this stuff from Mr. Nicholas John Talbot, stating that she went in on the 14th, had an operation on the 15th, and she died of fracture to neck of femur and advanced dementia. My mum's dementia was not advanced. If you go through and you look at all the other records within the GP records, you'd have known this yourself. But you've just put all this horrible, horrible nonsense through about my mum, and there's nothing I can do about it because you're the head coroner and you're the big cheese and you can't go against you. There's another record here that this is so, I mean, it's so bizarre that in 2007, when my mum was 73, her postcode is wrong for 2007. If this had been copied, it would say EX108HE, but it doesn't. It's not been copied. It's been retyped, and it says EX108FF. There's a whole load of radiology request cards, and they've all got my mum's postcode incorrect for the year as well. And yet the ones that have been copied, properly copied, the true ones, have got the postcode correct for 2007. EX108HE, not EX108FF. Just so much. There's so many mistakes in here. Michael and Sally and my father Alan have messed up so badly. It's them that have proved that they've done this. My mum died in 3 to 4 days, and she shouldn't. My mum would still be here with us today if she hadn't been deliberately killed in the hospital. And if all of this hadn't been covered up by yourself, Mr. Spinny, because you're not letting me report it, by the police, Devon and Cornwall, Dorset Police, it's been covered up by all of you. Now, to me, that would make it that you've covered it up. The police, if you're not allowed, if someone like myself is not allowed to report a murder, sorry, I'm not allowed to say that on YouTube, but that's what it is, a deliberate death, a deliberate killing of someone. In America, you'd call it a homicide. If you're not allowed to report that, and the police are stopping me from reporting, I've reported it 50 times, then that's wrong, isn't it? Then that's a cover-up, isn't it? That's what it is. It's a cover-up. And to cover up something that's so serious is just appalling, I think. Absolutely, absolutely appalling. Really, truly is appalling. Now, these people are all the people that are involved in it, including my family. There's paperwork in here. So in the hospital records, there's paperwork. There's this, and it says about Mum's husband was her full-time carer for the last 5 years, declining over 12 years. There's a typed letter that says about when mum was diagnosed with moderate Alzheimer's, dementia, mixed type, but this has been retyped, and there's a true record in the records as well that says that mum's dementia was caused by a dental artefact. That's not in this. This has been retyped. It says in this one, mum smoked. She was an ex-smoker, having quitted a while back. It's signed by, or it's got a Julie Dent, Chief Executive, and Melanie Walker, the two people in those pictures that I've already shown you. Now, that says that the family noted it in 2007 onwards, and that she declined memory clinic in 2014. Dr. Hadfield's letter to yourself for the coroner's inquest, they say that husband and herself first noted memory impairment in 2016. At this point, she refused memory clinic in 2016. It's totally different to that record there. Now, that record there validates this record here, which is handwritten by my family. That one's written by Julie Dent and Chief Executive Melanie Walker, the one that couldn't find any of the altered dates, and Julie Dent that's in that picture, having the anniversary party along with my brother and sister-in-law, your relative, Mr. Spinny, and Susan Hailstone, who wrote the records. Now, Dr. Hadfield had that letter sent to her from your coroner's office from Lindsey Ainsworth to say that mum had died on the 23rd, and yet Dr. Hadfield herself sent you this saying that she died on the 28th. The letter was sent to her on the 28th, and it's written to Dr. Hadfield. But mum didn't die on the 28th, she died on the 23rd. It says it in that letter. Just makes me cross, this. There you go, there's a bit at the bottom there. It says mum never smoked. Never smoked tobacco, never smoked. In those other records it says that she did smoke. Absolute crock. Really is. All of this has been done, made up, to make it look like mum was in hospital for longer than she was, that she was sicker than she was. There was nothing really wrong with my mum. She fell. She didn't fall. I don't even believe that she fell. I don't believe that she actually had dementia. Full stop. Mum used to tell me that she was being drugged and poisoned from 2014 when she ran into the glass door, which I believe that either my father or my brother shut. When I found all this documents at my mum's house, when my dad was on holiday, the coroner's witness statement and such, I found 2 pint-sized bottles of pills, male testosterone, which were a chalky lozenge sort of tablet, and which was male testosterone, and diazepam or temazepam, which was a yellow capsule. Sorry, it was a capsule, but it had yellow-white powder in the capsule. And it was in a bottle that was like block arrows, yellow, white, and orange or red. The male testosterone was block arrows, which were black and white, pint-sized bottles. Mum told me all the time that she was being drugged and poisoned by my dad. I feel so sorry for my mum. It's just horrendous. All of this is absolutely horrendous. The whole lot. All of it. It's just disgusting. I'm not allowed to report it to the police. Police won't do anything anyway. I've reported it more than 50 times. I'm not allowed to report it. Another document there. Look, let's just show you, might as well, patient, which was me, because I was, Dr. Hadfield was my doctor as well, querying her capacity to sign a will in 2017. She said to me, Dr. Hadfield said to me, she didn't know whether mum could sign a will in 2017 because she'd never had anything written down by her or seen her write anything down, which was just a crock as well, because there's that signed by my mum in 2011, and on that document, I'm just going to show you, on 2011, it's got mum's postcode is correct, EX108HE, which is incorrect on all the rest of them. With all the things that was done to my mum, you have to have informed consent to be able to do these things. In 2015, myself, my brother and my sister-in-law, myself and my brother were asked to sign lasting power of attorney by my dad. I never received the document back. And when I found it in January 2020 at my dad's house whilst looking after the place, whilst they were on holiday. And on it, it had my name had been altered to Ian John Parish. And my name is not Ian John Parish. My name is something else. But it is my brother and my brother and my father's name, middle name, is Alan and Michael John Parish. Now, when we signed lasting power of attorney, it was for financial matters only. It was not for medical purposes at all. And yet within the hospital records, there's this document, and it's got 14th of the 5th, 18, it's very scribbled, and it says about lasting power of attorney on the 14th of the 5th. Now, one, mum wasn't there. Two, dad and my brother did not have lasting power of attorney, medical lasting power of attorney for my mum. And yet they've rung the hospital apparently on a day that mum wasn't there, and said that they have. Now, my mum did not give consent to any of the things that were done to her, and she died from what was done to her. It's disgusting. It truly is disgusting that all of this stuff has been done to my mum, and these 16 episodes that are now on here have been done to my mum. There was no consent given to her. It was her human right. You, as the head coroner, should know about human rights, as you were once a human rights lawyer. But nothing was done. Nothing was given. Just disgusting. The fact that I'm not allowed to report it to the police, absolutely disgusting. I reported it more than 50 times to the police. They've done absolutely nothing about it at all. Disgusting. The whole thing's disgusting, I believe. Dr. Al Makto was a junior doctor at the time. I've got all of the records, all of the paperwork. I've gone through everyone I can possibly go through. The reason I'm doing all of this now is to uncover the corruption which is in the hospital, which is in the GP practice, which is in the coroner's office, which is to do with my brother Michael John Parish, my father Alan John Parish, my sister-in-law Sally Dawn Parish. All of this has been done to cover up my mum's murder. Within the hospital records, there's a document that's like this, and the signatures at the end of it, it's not this one, but the signatures at the end of it look like my brother Michael's signature and my sister-in-law Sally Parish's signature on the same page. It's like they signed her death certificate. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, the death certificate itself has got the wrong dates on anyway. And you put that through, Mr. Spinny. Anyway. I'm just so angry about it. I've been reporting this. I've reported it more than 50 times to the police, and the police will not do anything at all. And the reason that the police won't do anything at all is because it's up to you, Mr. Phillip Spinney, head coroner, and you've not let anyone report it because people won't go against you. The only people that you answer to is the Home Secretary. I think it's absolutely disgusting. All of these people, all of them, are to do with the hospital, the GP practice, the coroners, everything. And there you are, Mr. Phillip Spinney, your relative. Hugging my sister-in-law in a car at for NHS, the year to the day from when these records were typed by Susan Hailstone, that lady. Julie Dent, head chair. You wouldn't hug that person so tightly if you didn't know her, would you? It's disgusting. It really is. You should be ashamed. You truly should be ashamed. Not only should I get an apology, God, it's disgusting. It says there what you're supposed to do, your job. Devon and Cornwall's police, they're supposed to do their job and they haven't. Nobody's done their job properly. This needs investigating fully. It's just disgusting. I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching.